Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh, look here. We're going should be live, or at least going live, about to be live. We're live, somewhere live.
I was gonna say this is fun. Oh, we got a countdown. Oh, minute.
Oh, we got a
minute
countdown. Yep.
37. D minus.
Oh, yes.
Nobody starts at 1:30.
Who starts at 1:30? Please. Oh, oh my God. No.
Tag, I can't feel my legs. You ain't gonna need them. Bombs away.
Dad, you ain't got no legs.
Oh my God. Oh my, yeah. Hold up. Oh damn. I was about to do all this and not go live on the radio. We about to be live on everywhere else except
You
for the radio.
forgot one thing.
Almost. I almost did, not quite.
Missed a step.
Almost. Not quite though. Almost did. Hey, what's up, Harley? Oh shit. Oh my goodness.
Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh my God, we're here and we're live. We're live and we're showing on the cameras and everything. This is 3:00 on Eastern Standard Time, and this is the Rules of Nerdquisition. I am your host, the Angry IT Nerd, and with me always is my co-host, General Gambit, who's sucking on looks like an iced coffee.
It is indeed. Duncan should be sponsoring us.
So, Duncan's, get on that shit.
Just because I love Duncan.
Hell yeah, man. So, as I said, George is going to be joining us a little bit later. I'm not sure exactly when, but I guess he got to type a few things with the family and whatnot. And so, oh man. So, did you watch the movie that Taz has assigned to us to watch?
No, I did not. I've been busy.
So, it's not a bad movie. Not a bad movie. If it's the one that she said, because the name of it is called The Lookout. And there were two different ones that I saw. One was one with Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and that was made in 2017? 17, I think. Yeah, anyways. And the other one was a French film in which I do not speak French well enough or understand it well enough to go through an entire movie. Like my French peaked at first year college. I mean,
that was further than I had, and I was going to say, I was gonna. I thought you were gonna say like something from like Moulin Rouge or something like that, and done with it, because that was what I was gonna say. Like
the extent of it is, it's just Moulin Rouge.
Yeah,
like if there's not something to translate or anything like that, I had no clue what's going on.
Or like butcher some Gambit line from X-Men,
right? Oh, which in any case, the one that I saw, the look is 2007. And
Yeah, I'm looking at
oh
the
my God.
synopsis now. Crime
And
thriller directed by Scott Frank, starring Justin Gordon-Levitt.
what'd
A
you get?
former hockey star with a brain injury who works as a bank janitor. Already. What? There are 3 layers of what the fuck just happened here.
Oh, listen, man. All right.
A
Once I go
former hockey star with a brain injury who works as a bank janitor and gets lured into a heist by a gang,
hmm
including Mark Good and Jeff Daniels. The film follows his struggle with memory loss and involvement in the robbery, earning positive reviews and underperforming at the box office. I'd say
I said it's okay. I mean, it's not terrible, not bad.
yeah.
It's
I'd say that wasn't real high on the Oscar list.
I said it's not bad, but here's the thing.
Yeah,
right?
but let's face it. I mean, Justin Gordon-Levitt wasn't
I mean, he's not,
wasn't bringing home anything for
I
it.
mean, he wasn't, bringing home an Emmys or Oscars or, or anything like that. You know what I mean?
Hell, Jeff Daniels wasn't bringing home anything for it.
Oh, listen, I mean, outside of Dumb and Dumber and what can you really what other Jeff Daniels movies do we all know? I mean, we've all seen the one clip of I don't forget the name of the movie, but the one clip where he's talking about, what makes America the greatest country, which is not. So,
oh yeah.
We've seen that
from
clip
from the newsroom.
The newsroom. That's it. That's it. And hey, what's up, George?
Hey, George.
Oh my goodness. So Taz, hopefully when she hops into the chat.
Oh boy.
Gave us a homework assignment of watching this movie, and it's called The Lookout. Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Again, I watched it, and I said it's not a bad film. Not bringing home any Oscars or anything like that, but I mean, it's not like Hobbs and Shaw or like, Birdemic or any kind of shit like that,
Nothing's like Birdemic.
No. Hey, what's up, Rach? So this movie starts out where these bunch of kids, like high school kids or whatnot, hop to the car, go to prom or whatever, and this is where the main title character of Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
I've seen this movie. Yes, I remember.
Hey, Rach.
Yeah, his character's name is Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt, yes.
Not to be confused with Chris Pratt from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Right. It's a different Chris Pratt, not Chris Pratt.
Okay.
Not that Chris Pratt. So his dumbass. Hey, what's up, twin? So we're getting ready to talk about the Lookout. Get ready to talk about The Lookout. All right. So it opens up to these kids hop in the car and they get ready. These very privileged children's hop into a car and they go driving.
Privileged children's.
Children's, they're very privileged children's.
The two Utes.
Now I should say, and there were 4 Utes. The 4 Utes driving down the road, right?
What the hell is a Ute?
And everything's going great. The whole nine. And he decides, he wants to be romantic with his girlfriend. While the other 2 in the back are making out and shit, he decides he wants to be romantic, and passes through a field and there's a whole bunch of fireflies. And so he wants her to see the fireflies. So what does he do? What's his dumbass do? He turns the light off in his car. Turn the headlights off. So he's driving down the road, pitch black, no lights, so she could see the fireflies.
Oh. Smash.
Don't get ahead of me.
Oh, sorry.
So as they're driving down, and he's like, "Oh, just touch the lights. You can touch the lights and touch the lights." And everybody's starting to get scared. Turn the light on, man. Turn the light on. What are we doing? What are we turn the light on? And he's like, fine. I turn the light on. Bunch of babies. The second he turns the light on, big ass tractor. Wow.
And their lights go out. So
3 out of 4 did. His ass, he lives, of course, because
Plot.
he does. That's the plot. Plot armor. Plot armor says he lives. So.
And he has to live with that agony.
He has to live with the guilt.
Yes.
Oh my God. Yeah. So, next thing we see is him in the bank, just mopping and shit, talking with bullshit with security guard. And then, he's wanting to move up, not trying to be a janitor his whole life. He wants to move up in the corporate ladder.
Promotion.
And no, Taz's story has a point. We just don't know it yet, but it has a point. And at the end of the movie, we still don't know it.
Better.
We still don't know what the point is. At the end of the movie, we still don't know.
Oh.
wait. The point is, don't turn your headlights off at 90 miles per hour going down a country road or going through a country field. I don't know.
That's the moral of the story. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because smash.
Don't turn your lights off at night while you're driving. There's a reason for it. Don't do it. So he's wanting to move up the corporate ladder. How do you move up the corporate ladder? Well, he's going to be a bank teller. Problem is that his brain injury, which he caused by himself, which he brought that shit onto himself. Now, if you're looking for sympathy from me as the viewer of this, I have no sympathy whatsoever for him. None. Hell, like, this your stupid ass that put yourself in a position like this because, you wanted the girlfriend to see the fireflies, well, she can already see the fucking fireflies. But no, that wasn't good enough. That wasn't good enough for your ass. No. not just to see, look up, see, oh wow, it looks so pretty against the skyline, and while you can still see and avoid the tractor, you can't do that. No, because you decided I want to turn the lights off so my girlfriend can see the lights.
He threw caution to the wind.
Yeah, and the wind knocked his ass out.
And the wind knocked his ass out. You got knocked the fuck down.
That's exactly what happened. So he's wanting to climb up the corporate ladder to become a bank teller, and so what the teller's there tells him, what he has to work on. And he's like, yeah, I could do it. I could do it. I could do it.
What he's got to work on?
Well, because of his brain injury, right?
Okay. Well,
he has a very hard time regulating his emotions. So all of a sudden he'll just get mad for no reason, and then because he doesn't know how to regulate his emotions, his memory is shot. Everything's all messed up about it, but somehow or other he doesn't have a limp or anything like that. Nothing wrong with his arm, legs, nothing like that. No, he's realistically he can still play hockey. He's just not smart enough to play hockey.
And with
I forgot about the hockey.
And with survivor's guilt,
I forgot about the hockey
and all that
player.
emotional stuff. Yeah.
Now the whole point of this movie is like surviving with it is like coming to terms with survivor's guilt. That was the wrong way to go about it.
I completely forgot about the hockey playing.
That's like less than a footnote in the whole thing of this whole movie is that.
Oh yeah, he played hockey.
Oh yeah, he played hockey. And it wasn't like he was in college and about to go pro or anything like that, or going to cut. No,
it's like high school hockey.
In high school, still in high school. Hadn't even gone to college, and it was like just. Like, and you got to assume like this was like senior prom, so it's like a couple months before graduation and whatnot. You know what I mean? And his girlfriend and his friend and his girlfriend get into an accident because his dumbass decides that the fireflies are so beautiful at night. Like you can't pull over to the side of the road. You know what I mean? You can't. You can't,
do something safe.
Like just something somewhat safe.
It's easier to drive at 60 miles per hour with no lights on, so you can be in the fireflies. That's what it's. That was probably the whole thing. I watched this movie at 3:00 in the morning, probably on Prime, when I was like, there's nothing on. Let me just watch this stupid thing. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to watch it. And I watched it one night and I was like going, wow, I am so glad I did not want to watch this in prime time or ask anybody to watch this with me.
Right.
I was like, and I was like, I'm embarrassed for the characters. I was like, what?
I'm watching through this whole thing, just confused for no reason.
Would watch it.
I watched it many years ago. Maybe
I'm not surprised that George will watch it. Not surprised.
I watch everything. I watch all the good movies. I watch all the bad movies. Usually the really strange movies are from a studio called A24. If you ever watch A24 movies, there's a movie called The Lobster, that I rented, and and my wife and I watched that. Well, like when we were dating and we watched it, and she looked at me and she goes, "You actually rented that movie?" I was like, "Yeah." I thought it was gonna be like like a romantic movie,
you
and
spent
it
money on that?
wasn't. And I was like, it's an A24 movie. So if you ever see A24, like if you see the A24 come up, it's going to be either a screwed up horror movie, a screwed up science fiction movie, a screwed up comedy, or a screwed up drama, or a screwed up action movie. And I don't know, the studio, it's
screwed
kind
up.
of like that. It's kind of like the what the hell is that channel? It says it says always on but slightly off. I forget what the channel was. It was back in the in the early 2000s. I was like, that's what A24 is, but I'm like, that's what the studio does. It produces these movies. And
So
the Joseph Gordon-Levitt movies, like Snowden, or was it where he plays Cobra Commander in the G.I. Joe movie? And I'm like,
Rise of Cobra.
oh man, like
G.I. Joe, The Rise of Cobra.
The Rise of Cobra. I was like, oh, this is so bad.
I think Joseph Gordon-Levitt is falling into the category of like Nicolas Cage, where he's either a good actor.
Oh, he's a good actor in a bad movie, or a bad actor
in a good movie.
Yeah.
Or he just had to pay the rent that day, like the rent was due. Oh, I'm just gonna make this movie. Yeah, kind of like
fallen into that category. Especially
kind of like
this
Steven
movie.
Seagal.
Or he's working
Steven
off the
Seagal has just
actor
been horrible.
equivalent of a DUI or something like that.
Like,
he had to do community service.
This is like this is actually it's got to be community service, because
like you're contractually obligated to do this.
Right.
Yes.
You have to do this.
Right. We have you for 3 more films.
So-
you're going to do this one, but I don't want to do this one. No, you're going to do this.
No,
one.
you're contractually
you have
obligated to do this one.
Yeah.
Oh my god! But all right, like I said,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
and he's wanting to get a promotion, and for whatever reason, of course, naturally, he still gets girls, but he doesn't know how to talk to them anymore because brain injury and survivor's guilt from getting his girlfriend killed because he's a dumbass that know how to drive with the lights on. Like, if he's one sympathy from me, you're not finding any. Because this whole goddamn movie could have been prevented within the first 5 minutes by just turning your goddamn lights on.
Well, then you wouldn't have had a movie. No.
Oh my god! So as he's going through, just mucking around, sweeping up, mopping up, all kinds of shit. The bank, traversing his way
at least it's a
life.
bank.
At least it's a bank.
Yeah.
But that comes into play later, yeah, because
Oh yeah, because he robs the bank.
Don't put the cart before the horse on this one, man. Because it's a twist.
You're getting ahead of it. Spoilers here. You're getting ahead of it.
I read the whole synopsis, man.
Because it's a twist that you don't see coming. Anyways, a twist.
Yeah.
So this dude eventually ends up going to, I guess, a strip club, and then going going home
Oh
with
yeah,
the
it's a
strippers.
perfect place for this guy to go.
Of course. I mean, where else do you go after sweeping and mopping a bank? You go to a strip club. So he goes to a strip club and then he's chatting up one of the strippers there because his therapist that his therapist that he's
His therapist did not.
his therapist does not want to date him because that's the only interaction with the opposite sex that he has is with his therapist.
Oh.
And which the therapist is not an actual therapist itself. It's just some bitch he knows that was going for a degree in like a therapist for doctorate in therapy and whatnot, and she got into an accident too and just didn't finish her degree. And so she has all this therapist knowledge. And they bond over having accidents. But
You're two broken people.
yeah. The thing is that, he's a dumbass. Like, he's a dumbass before the brain injury. Now he's even more. And again, y'all not getting any sympathy from me for this motherfucker because he could this whole thing could have been stopped.
Again.
Because his ass is dumb. So he goes home. He takes he goes home with one of the strippers. And the stripper knows him from school, from the high school they went to. And
Oh.
and the reason why she took him home because he played hockey and he was good at hockey. And so, that was a fan of his from high school that never got with him, that wanted to get with him, and now did.
It came back
from the hockey thing. And so from there,
thanks.
Because
it was gonna come back, and it came
of course, I mean the hockey thing is what seems to connects everybody. The whole line with everything is him playing hockey. The hockey and the bank. For whatever reason, this shit connects all together for I don't know how. And I don't know why. And it is so annoying.
I'm gonna have to watch this again tonight and figure it all out.
It's so annoying.
Yeah.
No, because here's the thing: it's all of this stuff is like how Taz said. It's like who was it said? Taz, yep. It's the Seinfeld of movies. It's just shit that just happens.
Seinfeld, yeah.
It's just shit that just happens.
That is an accurate, description of this movie. Yes, Seinfeld the movie.
The movie is doing too much with the bullshit. Yeah,
yeah, exactly. Because shit just happens. It's like there's no
cohesive thought to it.
No,
there's no rhyme or reason. Yeah, I know, I understand that, but that's the way life is. It's like, like you think.
The therapist wanted to run away.
Yes, she did.
When you're watching a movie, you're going to be doing this, and then there's an antagonist, there's a protagonist, there's this, there's that, there's all this other stuff, and all of a sudden, those are the types of movies that just make you go, "What the hell were they thinking?" Like,
yeah.
I wanted to see that, like this table read. Did they do a table read on this movie? And they go, things are just going to arbitrarily just move around on this movie. And then we're going to end it. And then everybody's going to be like, what the hell did I just watch?
And look, obviously, either A, he's contractually obligated to do it. B, he's being blackmailed. Or C, this is because rent was due.
Or he had a legitimate brain injury. and he just wasn't thinking that day. And he just said, "Yeah, I'll do it." Nobody else wants the role. Nicolas Cage doesn't want the role, so I'll do it. Okay.
Oh my god! But Jamila, the name of this movie is called The Lookout with Joseph Gordon-Levitt. You do not want to watch this movie.
AKA
did.
Cobra Commander. So
It's it's
it's a bit of a watch. It's like
it's a movie.
Like
It's a movie where things happen. You know, things happen.
Definitely happen.
Shit happens in this movie. Yeah, and
you have to go into this movie with a like an open mind
and low
a lot of
expectations.
edibles and maybe some alcohol.
Very, very, very low to no expectations. That's what you need in order to get through this movie.
Yeah. It's not Oscar worthy. It's not Emmy worthy. It's not even Janky Award, like worthy. But it's, it is what it is.
Like it's not Janky worthy, but it's not Oscar worthy. Like it's somewhere in between.
Yeah.
Look
out so you don't watch this.
Look out so you don't watch this damn movie. Exactly, Harley.
Exactly.
Oh my god! And so after he and the stripper do their business, he goes back home, and throughout the whole time, his roommate. All right.
Oh, he has a roommate.
His roommate, who is Jeff Bridges, which is blind guy. Was it Jeff Bridges? Yeah. Oh no, not Jeff Bridges. Jeff
Daniels.
Jeff Daniels. Jeff Bridges is Obadiah Stane.
Yeah.
That would be really weird.
That would be weird.
Dude, I'm the dude.
No. Dude, I'm the dude.
Jeff Daniels from Dumb and Dumber. Yeah.
From Dumb and Dumber, yes. And his roommate, which is also kind of like a therapist, so to speak, for him as well. He just has like a bunch of one bitch that was almost a therapist, and now his blind roommate, who is some kind of wise sage, like a older, maybe like older brother, or maybe like an uncle, like the mentor uncle type of
blind
thing.
owl.
All right,
kind of like Kane in Kung Fu.
Yeah, something like that, right? And he's helping him manage his outburst. When he gets confused, which happens, easy. It's like, hey, and throughout the whole time, that's his dude. That's his confidant, and his parents are loaded. So don't everybody think that, he didn't have any kind of support system, any kind of shit. No, his parents are loaded. Okay. His parents could take him in. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to live with his parents. And I don't blame him for that. But here's the thing. You can't live on your own, because you make horrible decisions. You make very horrible decisions, dude.
You can pick your friends and you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your friend's nose. So there you go.
Oh, you can, but there's consequences.
That's true.
Oh, twin, look here. This whole I'm watching in confusion as well. I was like, so I'm looking at this and I was like, okay, I'm wondering, what's the goal of this movie, right? And throughout the whole time, they're trying to
with
teach.
any cinematic endeavor, you ask
Yeah.
yourself, what is your target audience?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And everybody around him, they're giving him, tips to live his everyday life like he used to, to write down his checklist on
The
things
goal
what he has to
was
do in the morning. I didn't realize that till at the end, Harley. So
the goal
in order,
was a passing grade.
that was it. The goal was to get a C.
C minus.
C minus is good as long as it's in range. Don't
Yep.
care. So
I'll take a D plus if it
if it
if
D
it
plus,
qualifies.
hey, I'll take a D plus if it qualifies. Yeah. So like throughout the whole time of throughout this whole movie, he has to make list of step-by-step things on how to
Oh,
accomplish
yeah, that's right.
simple tasks. His morning routine: get up, take a shower, brush teeth, pee, eat breakfast, pee again.
I don't like this.
And it's
I
such
don't
people
like.
that.
Oh, wait. Eat
Already,
breakfast.
I don't
No,
like this routine.
it should be pee, wash hands, and eat breakfast. But
yeah,
Yeah. It's like little stuff like that. He would have to make lists and check off what he did, to do like a normal, to do shit like normal, like normal people do, your normal morning routine of, shower, shit, shave, and then breakfast, and then out the door, or whatever. You know what I mean? So he has to make these little checklists, when he's going through his job: sweep, mop, empty trash cans, shit like that. Now,
mop floor, look out, rob bank. Okay, got it.
yeah. And to give you kind of context of how serious his dumb ass inflicted brain injury upon himself, to where this is now his new norm. And again, his parents are loaded. He could live off his parents for the rest of his life. Wouldn't have to worry about shit, right? Doesn't want to do that. Wants to live on his own. Applaud him for that. However, your dumbass makes very, very poor decisions, and you need supervision. And one blind guy is not going to be that supervision for you. I'm sorry to say that. But the blind guy, he's got enough problems on his own with being fucking blind. So there is that.
Just to tell like Taz in the chat, all right. Let's get it straight. It's coitus coin and cooter patties, not cooter coins. So there we go.
Oh no, it's
was it
cooter. It's cooter coin now.
Yeah. You got cooter coin. Okay,
I
didn't get that memo. Sorry, I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't get the memo.
So we condensed it all down to cooter coin.
Okay, cooter coin. Okay,
yeah.
Is it like those like those chocolate wrapped coins you get?
It's wrapped in something. It's wrapped in something.
Struggle look condoms, that look like coins.
No, it's dripping with Angry's aphrodisiac honey.
Ah, okay.
Angry's aphrodisiac honey.
Let's move on.
All right.
Strike that. Reverse it. Let's move on. Go ahead.
We might shorten it to Angry's Afro honey, if Angry is willing to don a Leon Phelps style afro.
Hey, listen, man. If it pays these student loans in this house off, I'll dress up like like the ladies' man every day in Walmart. What you talking about?
Okay.
I will.
I just
will-
need you to do it for like a statue or for like a sticker.
A 3D scan.
Yeah.
Yeah, a 3D
just like-
scan, and then we could do a statue of him.
Yeah, I got a 3D model of myself. I could do that shit right now. Fuck is you talking about? Like, I will
He's
make
like, I
3D
can do it. I can do.
I can do it
stuff
right now. Like I
Do
would
what?
make 3D models of everybody else, but I gotta. But
I could do us all with afros.
I
What are you
could.
talking about?
I could, but
To
People might
continue
get
your
mad.
story, go ahead.
people might get mad.
Oh.
But anyways,
Somebody would.
to the point of this movie, so he hooks up with the stripper after he leaves with the stripper, and he goes back. He goes through his life again, and talk with his parents and his blind therapist and the other therapist that wants to run away, and everybody wants to help him. And the stripper comes by again, and they've started to meet, talk a little bit, have a little bit of a relationship going on, because that's for whatever reason, the stripper thinks that because she knows who he is, his parents are, they think he's loaded. She thinks he's loaded, and it's like no, his ass,
Lady J.
his dumbass lives with a roommate in what looks like a apartment on the other side of town from where his parents live. Like, wait the fuck up. And so instantly, the blind roommate is instantly suspicious of her intentions with his dumb ass. Because, again, his parents are loaded, which eventually he'll be loaded. So she invites him out to a party. And again, this is just random shit that happens. All right. So while they're whole dating, she invites him out to a party, and at that party where he meets the bank robber, which what's his name? Hang on. Deputy? No, not deputy. Yeah. No, wait a minute. Deputy Ted.
Matthew Good.
Oh my god. Where is it? Nope. Corpo. Oh, that's it. Yeah, Gary Spargo. That's it. Matthew Good. Yep. And he meets his bank robber. Super nice guy. Hey man, super nice guy. I'm all about the people, and I'm against the corporate fat cats, trying to keep the little man down, and and I'm a revolutionary. I do like the Robin Hood, and I steal from the rich and I give to the poor, because that's what's right and the right thing to do. And and I don't take from anybody that that doesn't have it the way they can't afford it. Right. And so he gets his whole sales pitch about why he robs banks. All right.
Of course.
So, of course, Chris Pratt, he's at the party. He's been drinking, and the bank robber's been drinking, and the stripper's been drinking, and they all been drinking, and so they kind of converse a little bit, right? But since he's been drinking, there's no kind of yeah, I'll do it, no, I won't, because got to let him marinate, let him sit with it for a little bit, let him think about it, right? So, and of course, let the stripper do her job and get him on board because she's working with the bank robber. Because of course she is, right?
Right.
So after about a few days of just him letting the stripper letting him blow her back out, he's at work, and the security guard. All right. So the security guard throughout the time when he's working there, he's trying to help him climb the corporate ladder to get that promotion, right?
Right.
So the security guard tells him, and he's trying to help him, blah, 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 blah. So he's coming back, and of course, Joseph Gordon-Levitt flips his shit because why are you checking on me? Why are you checking on me? Do it as this, blah, 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 blah. And so now he's gotten in his head that about what the bank robber said. Because throughout his whole sales pitch, he's like, said money is power. The more money you have, the more power you have. So what I do is I like to shift the power to balance it out. So he wants the power. Like He-Man. He wants that power. Right?
Like
So
He-Man.
he's got to have the power. So he calls up the bank robber and is like, hey.
It's like a master class in how brainwashing works.
Exactly. This is it. She, got his, let him blow his back out, let her blow her back out, for a few times. And then he's like, yeah, I'm on board. So he gives him the whole sales pitch of, hey, we're not bank robbers. We're money liberators. That type of shit, right?
Yeah.
We don't rob banks. We liberate money. We stimulate the economy. We do this. We don't rob banks. That's an ugly thing. That's ugly. We liberate the money to stimulate the economy. That's what we do. Bought into a hook, line, and sinker. Right?
Right.
So he's on board. We're going to rob this bank. And which bank? Of course, the one he works at. Because why?
Why?
He's got access. He's got access to it. When the bank closes and everybody's gone, lights out, midnight. Who's there? Janitor and the security guard. Security guard, his wife's having a baby, so he's in and out. He's dipped out. So another security guard is like on the way. So
changing
the
of
night
the guard.
of the night of the robbery. Again, this is just random shit that just happens.
Yep.
All this shit is just random shit that happens. So the night of, they show up ready to rob a bank, and he has a change of heart. Chris Pratt does. So he's like, no. It's like, no, I'll open up the door and I won't say anything, but I'm not gonna take anything. I won't rob or anything like that. But I like, no, that's not how this works, homeboy. They let him know that's not how this works. say your job is you supposed to open up this door for us, and you supposed to keep these guards off our backs, so while we could do our thing here and skedaddle.
Yeah.
He decided he didn't want to do that, so the bank robbers had to motivate him. So we'll call it that. It was basically, beat the hell out of him until he said, yeah. They just he got beat up until he said, yeah. And so the bank robbery, of course, goes wrong. It goes wrong. Of course it does, because that's the twist. It goes wrong. It goes askew. Sideways, if you will.
Pear-shaped.
Very pear-shaped.
Belly up.
Very much so. The whole shit went BOAP.
BOAP?
BOAP. Oh, yeah. And so throughout the chaos and shenanigans of the motivation and the stealing of said money in the bank.
Not the briefcase.
Not the briefcase, Chris Pratt, he does a little thievery of his own. So he steals the big duffel bag of money and the getaway car and drives his ass off into the midnight. Because why? Hey, he's already been implicated in this. He's already part of this, so hey, I'm taking the money. Because bank robber said, hey, said, bitch, you can't turn in your 2 weeks. That's not how this shit works. You can't just quit on the spot. You can't just walk out. That's not how this shit works.
No.
Oh, no. Oh, no. So he gets away with the money. He's going with the money. And so they know through the stripper that they go after the blind roommate, because what better way to get your money back than extortion?
To have a hostage, yeah.
Yeah.
So Chris Pratt, he decides that, at first you would think he might go straight home, brain injury and all. Not thinking, because, dumbass, right? No, throughout the whole movie, the smartest thing he did was hide. Even through the sea of dumbass decisions that he has made from beginning all the way up until now, the smartest thing he did was hide with that money. But then shenanigans is afoot, because the bank robber wants his money back. So he knows through the stripper to go after the blind roommate. So he takes the blind roommate hostage. And
logic.
Because, logic, right? Right? So Chris calls the roommate, or the roommate calls Chris. However it goes, they get on the phone, and the bank robber says, "Yo, I got the blind guy here, and his ass ain't Daredevil, because he's not whooped my ass.
Because he has not whooped my ass yet.
He is not whooped my ass, so he is not Daredevil. Now, if you want to see him alive, you bring me my money, and you give me my money." Chris was like, "Nah, bitch. Nah."
I'm leaving here with something.
So Chris was like, "Nah, bitch. No. This not what we do. This not how this game works. I got the money. I got the power. I may be stupid, but I got the money. I got the power." So he dictates to the robber, "Hey, you let him go. I'll tell you where you could get it, where you get the money. I'm gonna bury it, but I'll tell you where you can find it. But only after I get my roommate, and we gone." Of course, they argue back and forth, and the guy's like, "I'm not giving you no." I'm not. And then he had to reiterate, "Bitch, I have the money. You will do what I tell you to do. You bring him here, and if you bring him here and you bring him safe, otherwise, you ain't seeing shit." So, of course, they meet up. And again, things go askew.
Almost immediately.
Within the exchange of the roommate and both of them getting away, things go quite askew. Because one of the little tips that the roommate has informed him of ways to sort through on his thoughts and whatnot is to approach it like this: what do you want to happen at the end? And what's going on now? And how do you get to that point at the end? So Chris decides that he wants to write down at the end, he wants to shoot the bank robber. Fair enough. So he goes through this whole effort to set up the drop point for the roommate to get back, just to eventually put a bullet in the bank robber. So again, it goes askew. Bank robber catches a bullet. His partner, the bank robber's partner that was there, he starts shooting as well. Everybody shooting. And the one that caught a bullet was him. And they take Chris and the roommate both hostage, and they're going to get the money.
Chris goes to his parents' house and gets a gun, puts it into the bag, and then he buries the bag.
No, he has
with
two
the gun
bags.
in it.
Yeah, two bags. One with the money.
Right. There's one with the money.
And one loaded up with guns.
Right, with the gun.
So
and he buries it at the site where he had the crash many years ago, because that's what he remembered. But he was writing all this down, and he's actually going through it like
step by step.
Yeah,
again,
step by step. What I'm
going through
do.
step by step of how to accomplish his goal.
Yeah,
of effectively killing the bank robber.
Yeah.
So now, and this probably kind of the smartest plan he had, was that the first part of it, like if he caught a bullet like right there at the exchange point, mission accomplished. Hey, everybody goes home happy. Then, okay, if that didn't work out, here's the spot here where the money and the guns are buried. Well, he get the money, pow, pow, pow. There's a gun. you get there's a bullet for your trouble too. You know, so he goes through all that. They get to where the money is at. Robert gets out. He's like, hey, man, don't try no funny shit. Don't try anything funny. So his partner follows Joseph Gordon-Levitt to the hole where the money is buried, digs it up, gives him the money, but doesn't pay attention to the second bag with the guns. So, hands him the money, goes over to hand it over to the bank robber, and everything's okay. Everything's all right. You know, not a problem. And then they take out Jeff Daniels. They get ready to shoot the blind roommate because, you know, hey, no witnesses, right? Can't have any witnesses, even if they're blind. I don't know what he's seen. He hasn't seen anything, but he's seen something.
It reminds me of Rogue One when they put the bag over the blind man. And he goes, "Are you?" He goes, "Are you kidding me? I am blind." Sorry.
Right? So they pull him out, get ready to shoot him, and then what ends up happening?
Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise.
They pop out with the gun. Bust the captain and everybody. Everybody dies. Pam, pam. Everybody dies. Except for the roommate and him. And they ride off into the sunset.
That the roommate can't see because he's blind. Okay.
The same sunset the roommate cannot see because he's blind. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
Got it.
And that's the movie. That was the movie. They ride off into the sunset with the bank robbers dead, the money in hand. And so what do? They do the right thing. And, you know, they turn the money back in. You know, he gives them the whole plan of what was going on, what was happening. So, you know, of course, naturally, that because he helped the police and the investigation, and he's a dumbass with a brain injury, they let him go.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
And they all live happily ever after.
Uh-huh. Sure.
Oh my God.
Because logic.
Because, you know, logic, right? Right? You know, and
Thank you, Taz, for that wonderful travel down memory lane. Broken memory lane.
Yeah, it's not a bad movie. It's just
it's a movie.
It's very mediocre.
Just a movie.
It's very mediocre. It's definitely something that Joseph Gordon-Levitt used to pay the bills. That's exactly it. That
had to pay the rent.
You know, or community service. Somebody got a DUI. Somebody got a DUI. That's why this movie was made.
DUI.
That's all I can say. Somebody got a DUI because that's
maybe he got a DUI turning off his headlights with his Ferrari trying to chase fireflies, and he got pulled over. And
too, you know, that probably took him maybe a month to shoot. Yeah,
from a month from how this movie, but yeah.
2 weeks.
Yeah. I got a spare month, you know. You know, make how much? $40K. Yeah, I'll do that.
So yeah, like this is a rent's due. This is a I I need a I need a quick payout. You know, this is a
Yeah.
I'm being blackmailed. This is whoo.
No, it's probably
Oh
just in
my
his
god.
contract. He has to, work and do 3 movies for this.
That's right, Taz. He shenan too
yeah.
many agains. Yeah. He shenaned and too many times. Too many agains. Too many shenanigans. No. No. This is a movie that was made, and quite frankly, yeah. And the best way to describe it is the Seinfeld of movies.
To quote Chris
'Cause-
Smith from Peacemaker, worst dimension ever. Sorry.
Look at the movie. Let's see.
Like this is
Wikipedia.
this is kind of like there's so many things about this movie that's just like it's so confusing. There's so many questions about.
Well, it's a psychological thriller.
Let's see here.
Accent on the psychological, or lack of it.
There's no psychological in this thing. There's nothing psychological.
Well, it was Miramax. Let's go. Let's start there. Miramax Films.
Had a $16 million budget. It grossed $5.4 million.
That's what I was just looking at too. It's like $60, and just Gordon Levitt and Jeff and
So they took a loss. Okay.
Yeah,
Jeff
and-
Daniels took most of that. Isla Fisher? Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe I've said that before.
And the thing is that it's got a decent cast in it.
Mhm.
You know, with
for 2007. Not too
Yeah.
bad.
and the thing is, you would think that, with a decent amount of cast, it would do fairly well. Because I mean, with Carla Gugino, Bruce McGill,
Yeah, Bruce McGill.
Alex Borstein. I mean, they're good actors. They're really good. Jeff
Yeah.
Daniels, even Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Even though he's falling into the same category as Nicolas Cage of good actor in a bad movie and bad actor in a good movie.
Yeah.
Or his manager stole all his money and he had to go make some more money.
Could be that too.
It could be that too.
But I don't know. Either way, Taz, do not let chaos choose any more movies. That is the best thing I say. Do not let chaos choose any more movies for you to watch. Okay. Because this,
That is offensive.
So,
because
my wife and I
IMDb,
watched a really good
To
movie
you,
last night
to
for
you,
Valentine's
to
Day.
him,
We
and to
watched
Justin
Nobody
Gordon-Levitt.
2, like with Bob Odenkirk. Very, very, very good movie.
Nobody
Yeah,
to. Ah,
Nobody
my
to.
God. But
I like Bob
This-
Odenkirk. From actually, first saw him in Breaking Bad, and then he was in
Better Call Saul.
Yeah, the Better Call Saul series. As the lawyer, and yeah, very, very good. He's good in Nobody. I like that. He's good in Nobody, and also Nobody too. The the person that really makes
Okay.
the movie is Christopher Lloyd as his father, and then his brother goes to Japan and learns like the ways of a ninja, and basically can come back and help him. And his brother's black, so he had that. I was like, I'm trying to figure out that whole,
How the dynamic of
like
it
the
works.
dynamic. And I was like, oh, so it was his adopted brother, and all. I was like, okay.
All right. All right then. All right.
Yeah, it's a really screwed up movie, but
Oh.
yeah. It was one for
Yeah.
Valentine's Day, so
It's like this.
it really gets you right here with like a knife or a shiv or something like that. So
It is. Oh my God. Taz, what motivated Chaos to have you watch this? Because this is a monstrosity right here.
this movie should have been on the doorstep of summary judgment, not the porch of no judgment, but the like summary judgment. Man.
I don't know. This movie needs something. This movie needs something.
Cayenne
'Cause,
pepper,
I
a
mean,
little bit of spice.
Because how does he go? How does he go from this to the Dark Knight, to the Dark Knight Returns, right? Now you go from this movie to the Dark Knight Returns, and I think that may be the only time when he was a good actor in a good movie was the Dark Knight Returns, and
Oh, where he becomes Robin at the end.
yeah.
Okay.
Which maybe on that, because I think that was the start of when he was becoming a bad actor in a good movie. But oh my God,
It's better than
go from-
it's better than the George Clooney Batman. So
It will
Oh my
always be
God.
better
with
than the George
Alicia
Clooney.
Silverstone,
So
her
listen.
scenes were so bad in that movie that I think
Oh
they
my
had they had to
God.
like reshoot like all of her scenes. She was just so bad. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, but I mean the whole movie was like that. It was just
Here's the thing, man. Alicia Silverstone was not selling out box offices like that.
no.
Quite frankly, that was the worst Batgirl ever.
Yeah.
My opinion. Worst one ever.
Yeah.
And is it a coincidence that she was in the movie with the worst Batman ever? Inquiring minds will never know. But
So we have
the worst Batman, the worst
The worst.
Batgirl, a moderately okay Chris O'Donnell as Robin, and the best Alfred, which was Michael Gough.
yeah,
and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
And Arnold
Arnold
Schwarzenegger was the only
yeah.
one who could fit into the Mr. Freeze suit, which I thought they would have done Patrick Stewart as Mr. Freeze. I thought he would have been a better Mr. Freeze.
I see.
That's they were talking
And,
about.
and Poison Ivy.
And Poison Ivy.
Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
Which Uma Thurman, quite frankly,
Good in Kill Bill, not so much as Poison Ivy.
no.
I didn't really.
Don't get
see
me
her as
wrong.
Poison Ivy.
You know, as far as like look wise goes, you know, hey, she looked great as Poison Ivy. She looked great as Poison Ivy. Just was not a good Poison Ivy. She
Right.
looked great. Just was not great.
Yeah.
And the same with
Schwarzenegger's
George-
Mr. Freeze. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
well, same with George Clooney, as you know, looked good as Batman, but just was not Batman.
It was the only bat suit that had nipples on it, so I remember that.
Yeah.
Because there was an
You'll
interview
never
with
live
George.
down the bat nipples.
Never lived
Yeah.
down the bat nipples. And here's the thing, you know, the Michael Keaton one had nipples on it too.
That's true.
But
That's true, the Michael Keaton
for
one.
whatever reason, the George Clooney one, everybody seems to remember the nipples on that one in particular.
Well, I mean, they were so prominent. So
Well, yeah, they were, yeah. So
It was like
they-
it was like that. Those had like areolas and shit.
yeah, they did learn with the Batmobile though. They didn't put the they didn't put the larger
anything-
wings on the
And,
Batmobile.
like the Kilmer ones, like they were there, but like just barely.
Right.
yeah. But I guess that's what, hey, I guess, you know, I get it makes him feel better on his nipples to have, you know, the nipples out like that. I don't know. But hey,
Like it was unnecessary.
it's a very unnecessary, sir. Very unnecessary.
Joel Schumacher directing. Yeah. So
Very much so.
yes.
Anyway, and I didn't like that version of the Batmobile. Not in that one.
Well, they kind of learned
No.
with the giant wings. They put the giant wing on. They put like the first, was it, because the '89 Batmobile, as we said on Model Citizen, was just
It was so horrible to drive that.
yeah,
you
it was so
know,
horrible to drive it at
Yeah.
high speeds. So they had to drive at a lower speed and just speed up the filming, so it
Yeah,
looked like it
to
was
speed up-
going down
yeah.
the road really fast. Because the
Because
wings
what
would
is it-
flap and the thing would
it was just like
kind of it would jackknife. Yeah,
Yeah.
it would jackknife the
And
back.
And it said like, you know, we could only go at 40 miles an hour. So it's like,
And they did
Also-
they did the same. They did the same thing with the Val Kilmer one. The Val Kilmer one had that
Mhm.
huge wing in the back.
at the wing, yeah, the big,
Yeah,
big
and I
ass
was
wings,
like,
yeah.
okay. And then with the George Clooney one, the George Clooney Batmobile had the smaller wings. I was like, they finally figured it out. They like, okay,
They finally
we
got
can't
it.
have the huge wings. We could go a little faster now. We got these small wings.
Right?
Oh my god.
Oh shit, man. And those Batman movies.
I'm waiting for Batman
that?
Beyond. They were talking about Batman Beyond, where like where Bruce Wayne is a lot older, and then he takes
been-
on Terry McGinnis as the
They've been teasing
They've
it
been
for
teasing
Yeah.
the rumors for that for
3
ever.
years now. And
forever
yeah.
on that, yeah. And
I don't think it's ever going to happen.
no, I don't think it will either. I think it would be pretty cool if it did. As
And who's going to play Terry McGinnis? Oh wait, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. There you go. No,
Don't.
said no.
Timothy Chalamet. There you go. Timothy Chalamet.
No, that would it would be
Oh.
no, it would be Tom Holland,
Tom Holland. Yeah, Tom Holland would be good.
because
I don't know.
It probably Tom Holland.
Well, since is it Marvel going to acquire DC or DC's going to acquire Marvel? Somebody's going to acquire, and they're all going to be together. So
Disney.
because they want to have those crossover movies,
It'd be Disney. It was rumored that Disney was going to buy DC and start doing a lot more crossover stuff like that.
Okay.
At least that's the rumor. As how true that is, I have no idea.
March
But that
26th.
that
I
was
think
the
March
rumor.
26th on Disney is Daredevil Born Again, season 2. With
Okay.
Jessica Jones.
Yeah, I need to watch that.
Huh.
Hope there's more Daredevil in it this time.
Well, yeah,
I get the whole story of it, and I understand the story behind of why there wasn't a lot of Daredevil within the show,
right?
Because of the way the story's being told and how they're unraveling it, and of course trying to find a way, I guess, trying to integrate and bring all together the Defenders,
right?
Again, because I think it was supposed to be by this summer, or by the fall, that the Defender show was going to be come back again.
Oh,
I don't know how true that is, but we'll see. But I still need to catch up on Wonder Man. So
yes, I have not seen Wonder Man yet. No.
Same here.
I did watch Predator Badland. Predator's Badland. It was good. I mean, I thought it was good. I don't know if you saw it or not. So it's on Disney.
No,
it's not Disney Hulu. It's like Disney Hulu. You can get it on Hulu or Disney. It's very interesting.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Okay, I will not spoil it for you. Although, no.
So no, I'll eventually see it. I'll check it out eventually. But right now my next focus is Wonder Man, because while I was going through Amazon Prime, I had noticed that there was a new Ultraman series that came out last year, and
yes,
and I was in nerd heaven because
really?
last few days I've been watching Ultraman all day.
You should talk to James on Model Citizen. He has a lot. I think he has like some Ultraman models. Like the
mask and like the figures and
no,
like
not the mask.
just mask.
The vehicles and stuff. The like the rocket, hovercraft, all this other stuff. Yeah, some of those.
And I love Ultraman.
Yeah.
I love Ultraman. And that show, oh my god.
Yeah, I never got Ultraman. I never got into Ultraman as a kid. I got into Gigantor, the black and white. Yeah, the black and white one. And
the Ultraman, Gigantor, Big O, all the shows, all like part of my favorite genre of like anime and stuff like that. Was giant robots fighting giant monsters in the middle of a city.
I may have an in for Voltron if you want a Voltron. I'm not sure. I'll have to find out. The actual figure that it stands like 20, I think like 29 or 35 inches tall, something like that. That robot. That thing's like over $1,000 here in the States, but I might have it in there. So, if I, if I grab one, we'll grab one. We'll give it to James. Actually, I could just give it to you, and then you can just scan it because you're going to get a scanner pretty soon.
I am. I can.
Nice.
I gotta remind James because I forgot myself. I forgot myself about it.
Scanner. Scanner. No, just put one word in. Scanner. Scanner with a little question mark.
I'll
Scanner.
put that in the model citizen chat. Just scanner. Send.
Scanner. You should put it on the ticker. Hey, James, look at the ticker. Scanner. 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 Oh, yeah, scanner.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So,
But yeah, look, I got plans for that because I because there's so many things, right? That stuff that been broken, like little pieces and stuff like that. That I could just scan,
right.
do a little at any part of it, print out, have a new piece, boom. Oh my god, that's what I'm waiting on. That is what I need right there, man. Just so I can fix stuff around the house with.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like the back of remotes and stuff, the pieces of remote, you could like 3D print those things. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like replacement parts.
And also, also there was a piece in my Jeep where like the center console. Oh, well, not the center console, but it was the center and dash, charger, a cigarette charger, right?
Right.
And a piece of it it broke. Having a scanner to scan that piece of it would have been a hell of a lot easier than trying to build it up from scratch, which I did eventually, but it would have been a lot easier.
Did you ever see the guy who did he did a he took the expandable foam, he put it all over his dash, like his brand new dash of his Jeep, and he sculpted out in rock. It looks like rock. So the entire dash looks like rock, but what he did was, after he did it in foam, he pulled the whole thing off and he actually like inlaid fiberglass over it. And it looks like rock. It's really cool. Like the console looks like rock. The shifter looked like rock and everything. Because Jeep was selling at one point, I think they still do, the chip, the chip keys, like the keys with the chip. Had it looked like a stone, it looked like a formed rock, but it had the key piece. You put it in there and you turn it. But they were selling it at one point, and then somebody sold like a Jeep cover for the spare tire that was a rock, and I was like, oh, that's pretty good. The other guy did Godzilla. He actually did like the Godzilla head. So the third brake light was like, like it was red, so it looked like Godzilla's mouth was open, and you could see the brake light red coming out of the head of the back. I thought that was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool. And I said, I don't know, but I did catch. I've been keeping up with Starfleet Academy.
I haven't been watching that.
Is it George, man? Oh,
I'm sorry, I don't have Paramount Plus. It's a little bit out of my price range right now. We have the Hulu Disney bundle.
That's fair. That's fair.
I try to catch up with it on YouTube. Like I'll watch little clips on YouTube, so that's fine. But.
Man, Laura Thok, best character.
I'm not caught up, but I've been watching it, so.
Man,
I have not caught up past that one Jaden episode.
Oh, with Jaden. Oh,
yeah. So I haven't watched Sam's episode.
And that is something that both Gambit and I have the same outlook on it. Is the name Jaden?
The Klingon of the series.
Jaden.
Oh.
And I don't know why. Just something about it. Just it's a perfectly fine name. Just doesn't seem like
not a Klingon
Klingon.
Yeah.
because
But
it feels like they took the whitest name possible and just like Klingoned it,
right,
like hyphened it and
say hyphen it, put a
J
space in it,
J
a
Din
dash. Yeah.
J Din. It's
But
like,
still,
it's like
but still,
really.
it's like this what we're doing.
Wait,
This
the
is what we're
two
doing.
sides from
Right.
you say it all. You go, ugh. That's what says it all.
It's like
Ugh.
it's like this is what we're doing. Like this.
We doing another lookout? What are we doing?
Like, what is this? What is this? But and I will say, this new Starfleet Academy, man, this turned out to be a really good show. And a lot, very surprising, and just some of the characters and how just over 1,000 years,
Yeah.
how just with characters like Laura Thok being a hybrid Klingon Jem'Hadar. Like how does that happen? You know what I mean? And with Sam being a hologram, like how did that whole society come about? The Photonic
watched,
Society.
I had watched an episode of Deep Space Nine where the Jem'Hadar are on board the Defiant, and the one Jem'Hadar is talking to Jadzia Dax, and she goes, "How old are you?" And he goes, "I am 6." And she goes, "Oh." And he goes, "How old are you?" "I'm 438." And then he goes, "You look good." he goes, "You look good." She goes, "Thank you." It's hilarious. I'm like, I am 6.
So 438.
Yeah.
You look good.
Well,
You look good for 438 years old. So what's your secret? You moisturize or?
It's great.
Yeah.
So what's your secret? I mean, you moisturize, you do cardio. I mean, like, what is it?
Well, yeah, because Cisco knew Jadzia before. Well, actually, he knew
I knew
Dax.
Curzon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, he knew Curzon, and he keeps calling her old man. Well, old man, that's funny.
That was always the funniest thing to me is every time with Jadzia, he go, "Hey, old man, how you doing, old man?" Like,
my favorite Deep Space Nine episode, and Steve Warnick likes this one too, because we had met Tony Todd once at a convention we were talking about, is the episode called "The Visitor." It is the one where Cisco and his son have some sort of an accident in like the Defiant engine room, and there's some sort of electrolytic explosion of the reactor, but Jake is becomes an old man, but his father comes and visits him every so often. He phases in and out of his universe, so his father doesn't age, but Jake does age. And you see Jake as like an older like an older man. He's married, and then he breaks off, I guess, the engagement with his wife to study the accident, and then he brings Dax and Bashir back to try to recreate the accident. And then but it was very very, very interesting. And then he says that then he finds out that he was the anchor point in time for his father to keep coming back, so he started giving himself injections of this poison so he could die. And when he dies, before that, he tells his father, you have to push me aside so that the accident never occurs, and then it happens again. It it loops back, and then he pushes it, and yeah. So it's very, very interesting episode, but I like the episode. It's very, very well written.
Yeah, that's one I enjoyed that one. Yeah, that was a pretty good one.
Yeah.
And I kind of liked the way that that they did Jake Sisko in this last episode, not this one past episode of Academy, but the episode before it, in which they brought in an older Jake Sisko, which they brought back, Sir Lofton to reprise his role as Jake, and really kind of gave more insight as to an older Jake,
Right.
not the old, not quite the old man
Well, this
Jake
is a
that Tony Todd was, but
right. Well, this is a
older.
different timeline because that whole timeline was from the accident.
Yeah,
This is Jake when
natural,
he didn't feel the electrolytic pulse or whatever it was from the thing from the Defiant. So his timeline went on to this one that you see.
Yeah,
in Starfleet
Right.
Academy. So yeah.
And just kind of the way they kind of did a nod with Jake and with Cisco and and yeah, I liked it. It was, I thought it was a great nod back to DS9, and to give more kind of insight as to what happened to Cisco at the end. When he decided to dedicate his whole existence to the to being the emissary.
Right.
I just got to see what happened to him after. Is he still alive? Is he dead? Is he
Is he
alive?
with the wormhole aliens? Like,
is he with the
his
wormhole
spirit
aliens? Yeah. Because I mean, he's there with the wormhole. I mean, we don't know how time passes there. For all we know, he could still be alive and just be
he's
really,
in
really
like
old.
an ethereal form, not in like a corporeal form.
Right.
Maybe. So
And is he in an ethereal form, or what? Can he leave the wormhole if he wants to? And that's one of the things is that when you're watching it, as you don't
didn't he
really
voice
think about
over?
it. Yeah.
Didn't he do some?
Yeah.
voiceover?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
First thing he's done in a long time.
But it was a great episode. So that one and this one, man, and it just asks the question that I never thought of, is that what happened to Cisco? Now, where is he at now? Like, I understand, everybody when they leave Starfleet, they retire, live on a ranch. Everybody always lives on a ranch and a farm.
maybe pizza in the woods,
Or like in the woods, or like a ranch and a farm. Everybody does. Does Cisco have a ranch?
Well, essentially, he became a prophet, right? So,
Yeah.
Are prophets like the Q? Do they just live for?
Right. Do they just live forever, or
Yeah.
do they have like or really not forever, just like a very, very long lifespan?
Yeah.
Well, since since energy can be neither created nor destroyed, forever is subjective, but living inside the wormhole, inside that energy, the prophets lived for ages, for like a very long time,
Yeah.
and were revered and are still revered by the Bajoran people. So, but
Yeah. So
the only way to really, I guess, commune with them is either through the orb, the Bajoran, or the Bajoran, or there's something like an orb that was in the box, a spinning thing, or inside the wormhole. So if you travel inside the wormhole, you could possibly converse with them. So Cisco on on the ethereal plane is probably still alive. He's not going to be in corporeal form unless they make like a data type facsimile of his body, and then his corporeal form or his ethereal form could travel to that, and then he could be there. That's something that they can investigate, as well. That could be an episode. But
they could. I mean, they're for whatever reason they're unpacking this whole, unpacking this mystery of what happened.
But then the whole, but then the whole thing becomes he's part of the, he's part of the wormhole aliens now, or he's part of that thing.
So so the first thing you're gonna hear is you're gonna flash into that other realm or that other thing, and you're gonna hear you seek the Cisco.
Right.
And
it's gonna be their interpretation of the Prime Directive. Now they have knowledge of future events of what's going to happen to DS9, to Turek Nor, and whatever. And if you go in and say, Dad, what's going to happen now? Or, like, are you going to come back? He's probably going to say, no, I'm far, far beyond that now. So it could be something like that, where, like, saying, Bajor, will prosper, and, all these other enemies will, I don't know. So he'll have advanced knowledge of that. And then he'll be like, well, wait a minute. I was a Starfleet officer. I held the Prime Directive in, and then he'll be like, well, I can't divulge the secrets, of the, of like the wormhole aliens, or of the, so I'm still the emissary. So that's probably how they're going to explain it away. And then you're going to be like, oh, okay. So he's not a Q, but he has knowledge of, his knowledge like the Q. So.
Right. Which that is possible. That is possible, And it could be that, just like that, he's living his best life in the wormhole.
Yeah. Living on a ranch, making pizza in the wormhole. There you go.
Could be living on a ranch, No, with him it was gumbo. It was always
gumbo.
making.
That's right.
Making gumbo. So
making gumbo with his dad.
So he could.
Or was it jambalaya?
Oh,
no,
God.
It was
gumbo.
Well,
it was gumbo.
It was gumbo.
And for all we know, he could be in the wormhole, living his best life on the ranch, with having a restaurant like he worked at with his dad, making gumbo to serve to the other wormhole aliens that walk up, to the other prophets. In which that could be just what
that I mean that
insane.
That could be the construct that Jake encounters if he goes into the wormhole. It'll be like him. It'll be it'd be his grandpa and everything. Like, well, wait a minute. I was inside the shuttle, and now I'm here. What is this? Oh, this is a construct so that you could basically, understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
Just
talking.
Who and what you're talking to.
right. So because we chose this because it's the way your mind will be able to wrap around and understand what's happening and who you're talking to and things like that.
Kind of,
So
kind of like in the movie Contact with Jodie Foster, where she takes the trip through the the spinning
yeah.
thing, and it only lasts for 15 minutes, but she basically sees her father on the other side, and her
For
father
hours,
is
yeah.
alien, and this is how we've done it for hundreds of thousands of years,
Have you
so that you can
have you ever
understand
seen
it.
this movie? It's kind of like that. Oh, you have it? Well, sorry. Let me think here. Let me think of a different movie.
Which Contact? I love Contact.
Sorry, most people get it with that one.
I love Contact. I love that movie. I love that one in Interstellar. I love both those movies.
Yeah, Interstellar was good. A lot of people didn't like Interstellar because it was too cerebral for them. It was kind of like 2001: Space Odyssey. Like, people love all the
Yeah.
visuals, but they didn't really understand the story.
Yeah. And the funny thing is that both those movies had Matthew McConaughey in them.
If you watch 2001: Space Odyssey, and then you watch that other movie that was made before that, remember the one that James was talking about, Akari XB1?
Yeah. Yeah.
If you watch Akari, XB1, which I did watch on YouTube, all of the scenes from that are in 2001. They're just done in color, and I'm like, oh my god, this movie is 2001: Space Odyssey. I mean, it has
Okay.
it has facets of different things, but it's Journey to the End of the Universe. It's called that. That was the American version. I think it's a Polish or Czech film. It's
Okay.
called Akari XB1. So, because they show this planet, this Earth-like planet, and then they show a picture of a baby, and then I'm like, wait a minute, that's a Star Child from 2001: Space Odyssey. Like, it was really weird because they just showed a picture of a baby, and then they went back to the scene, and I was like, what the hell's going on with this movie? And I was like, I'm getting it. It's a, it's a metaphor. It's it's like a metaphoric thing. So
Yeah. Yeah, but I thought it was probably better than The Lookout, though.
Oh yeah, a lot better than The Lookout, I must say. Lookout, don't watch this movie.
But I would say The Lookout is much better than Hobbs and Shaw. Not by much, but it's better.
I haven't seen Hobbs and Shaw. I've seen trailers of it.
Still haven't seen Hobbs and Shaw.
Don't.
No, don't.
Don't.
I'm gonna have to watch it now. It's a bad movie. Why would I want to watch a good movie?
Of course, there's so many good movies. Why watch a good movie?
Good movies are overrated.
That's true.
Right?
That's true. These other ones make you think. You go, wow, I'm watching Hobbs and Shaw. I could be watching,
Could be watching,
The Graduate or To Sir with Love. I don't know.
Could be watching Paint Dry.
Paint Dry.
I could be watching literally anything else. I could be watching my cat lick himself.
Okay. That's it, but unfortunately,
my cat use the litter box.
But no.
I'm watching Hobbs and Shaw.
Hobbs and Shaw.
Because Angry told me not to. And I'm going to watch.
God.
And I will not be dictated to, sir.
Again, Taz.
I will show you.
The twin Don't. Next time Chaos says, "Hey, let's watch this," put your foot down. Even if it's the no call, no show leg, put your foot down on that one and say no. Just say no.
Mm.
Do whatever you can. Again, if you got to put your foot down and no call, no show leg,
There's
please do
got to
that
be a limit, Taz.
because we've got to have standards. We need standards.
Oh, this show has standards. Okay.
Standards and practices.
I said we need.
What are
standards.
standards and practices?
We need standards.
I
Okay.
said we need standards.
Okay. So our next movie that we're going to review is Hobbs and Shaw. No, we're not. Birdemic?
Christ on
No, not
sale.
Birdemic.
Oh no.
Angry quits the show.
Oh my god. Oh shit. So far, we got about 10 minutes left, and this has been a good show. This has been a good show. Not a good movie, but it's been a good show.
By any stretch of it.
Look out. It's a horrible movie. No.
It's
Not
a
gonna lie.
horror.
Not gonna lie, I was
Well,
hoping
movie.
that hockey came back into play again. Like randomly, like they're in the
Oh, no, it did.
they're in the
Let's see,
middle
the
of
one-
the bank heist, and he has to do something like hockey maneuver.
Oh no, see the first
He had to
time-
use the broom with
see?
like a, you know, like,
Oh,
like
no,
a brick or
wait, hold
something.
up. Well, see, here's the thing. While cleaning, he set up, the trash can as a goal, and
That's true.
his
Yeah.
and his broom. Well, he balled up a
Don't
piece of
you
paper,
dare.
and his broom
Don't
is
you
the stick,
dare.
and the balled up paper is the puck. So
No,
that's what
but
he did, right?
no, but we were saying for the bank
And-
robbery, like if he used his broom as the hockey stick and he used something as a projectile to knock out the guy, that would have been at least.
No, that would have brought the whole hockey thing back in the full circle. But that was
Yeah.
just the one time. The other time was when he was meeting the rest of the bank robbers crew, and they were all people that he played that were in another school that went to another school same time, and he
Oh.
played their team in hockey, and he's like, "Oh, we played y'all in this they got hockey," and the other guy's just like, "I don't keep up with sports. I don't watch sports."
Yeah, we don't play hockey anymore.
So we don't watch sports over here. We just rob banks, B. That's all the fuck we do. We just rob banks, bitch.
Right on. Right on.
Oh shit. So coming up later, we have got Kennedy Effect with Jeff Kennedy, and
I'm doing double duty tonight.
you'll be pulling double duty. So
Yeah,
you will see George and you'll see Jeff Kennedy a little bit later for the Kennedy Effect, and then after the Kennedy Effect, you'll tune in for the Villain's View. I will come back, and myself, General Gambit, Taz, she's still in the comments, and Thomas Bishop. So we're here tonight.
hopefully you won't be talking about Hobbs and Shaw. No.
No,
I'll be in the comments, so I can do the Hobbs and Shaw for you.
And we will not be doing that. We will not be doing that. And then rounding out at the end of the night, we have conversations with Teen Nathan. And starting out bright and early, first thing Monday morning, is The Sound of Coffee with Thomas Bishop. You can catch that and all the mini shows on GCPR with such titles such as The Taz Effect from 3:30 Eastern Standard Time. You get your news, in a way that you did not know you needed it. You know, we have other great shows like Rouse High Exalted, Superplex Party, and so many, many more. You check out our YouTube channel for all the great shows, all the great hosts. And if you would like to advertise with us, go to gcpr.live, click on the Advertise with Us tab, fill out the form, and you will get your ad up on GCPR tonight.
And we will plug it on every single show.
That is what we will do. So, like I said, this has been a great show.
We have
It's
a
been a
guest for
great
Model
show.
Citizen. I can't believe it. We have a guest for Model Citizen next week. I can't believe it.
And for
Wow.
Model Citizen, yeah, got a guest for Model Citizen.
Yay.
And for anybody that is wondering what Model Citizen is, it's another one of our great shows on GCPR, hosted by the gentleman right here, George Dare. And he brings in a lot of his modeling friends where, a lot of them have worked on many of the major films and shows that you enjoy and you love.
Mm.
We met people that made props for, let's see, Battlestar Galactica, Captain Power,
Oh, yeah.
Star Trek,
Yeah.
Star
And Eric Chu.
Wars.
Yeah, Eric Chu.
Oh,
Who redesigned the
yeah.
Cylons for the 2003 Battlestar Galactica series.
So yeah, tune in to Model Citizen. You can learn, learn about the people that made your favorite, all your favorite weapons, your props, or things like that, everything like that.
Cosplay.
All cosplay, and you can learn how to do all that stuff yourself. So you tune in to Model Citizen. That is every Saturday from 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on GCPR. And with that being said, and with that being done, my dog,
Your
while
tiny
she's still-
four-legged is going, hey, it's time.
not yet, not yet, not yet.
He's he's giving you
No,
the
yeah,
you're gonna
no, shit.
get it time.
no, she hasn't started yet.
Okay.
She hasn't started yet. You know,
When she pulls out the
Yeah.
clapper board, she goes, okay, you're done. You're done.
and so everybody, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. If you like what you see, like, share, subscribe, and that's gonna be it. We're gonna end the show, and so we'll be back a little bit later on. Everyone, I hope you enjoyed the show. We'll be back next week. Probably talk about more bad movies, and because that's what we do, we talk about a lot of nerdy stuff. Bad movies, good movies, nerdy movies. That's what we do, and we'll see you all in 7 whole days. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you next week.